I have lived with women before, but not in a romantic capacity. 3 years ago, I had an interesting living situation. I was living with two women. And like I said, that was interesting because one of them was 37 years old. The other one was 22 years old. At the time, I was 29 years old, so I could pretty much split the difference, play both sides. Like sometimes I'd be sitting there watching TV with the 37-year-old, and the 22-year-old would come home all sloppy drunk. And me and the 37-year-old would look at each other and just be like, young idiot. But then sometimes I'd be sitting there watching TV with the 22-year-old, and the 37-year-old would yell at us to turn it down because she has to get up early for work. Me and the 22-year-old would look at each other like, old bitch. And I'm sure they did the same thing. You know, being the only two women, I'm sure sometimes they'd be sitting there watching TV together. Then I come in the room and do some man shit. And as soon as I leave, they probably look at each other like, oh my God, he's so awesome, we should both fuck him. Like, I don't know that that's what was said, but that's how it played out in my mind anyway. One time I went to Amsterdam, and I bet some of you guys know where this is going. Yes, I did have sex with a prostitute. Because I was 18, didn't know if I'd ever go back there again. I wanted to do everything that was legal. So I got high, had sex with a prostitute, had a fantastic time. No regrets whatsoever until I got home and read an article online that said that up to 60% of the female prostitutes in Amsterdam were at one point in time men who had a sex change. I read that, I said, God damn. That dude had some good pussy. Before I get out of here, I will say I've talked a lot about sex, and I don't care who you sleep with. I really don't. All I care about is be safe out there, okay? Make sure you're safe, because I had a scare a few years ago. Woke up on a Thursday morning, a little bit of redness down here. I'm a comedian, no health insurance. I told myself it's jock itch, I'm just gonna sleep it off and be fine. Woke up the next day and the redness had turned to blisters. So at that point I went straight to the doctor, had to get tested because it was a Friday, I had to wait all weekend for the results. So I spent that weekend doing what any man who thinks he just contracted herpes would do. I drank and cried as I looked at thousands of pictures of dicks with herpes on the internet. Only to get a call from my doctor on Monday telling me that I had shingles, the adult version of chicken pox. How and why did it manifest itself on my genitalia? I don't know, but I didn't give a shit because it wasn't herpes. And that taught me a very, very valuable life lesson that I'll leave with all of you tonight, which is it's all a matter of perspective, okay? Because this happened to me on a Thursday. If you'd have come to me on Wednesday and told me I was gonna get dick shingles, I would have been like, why me, Lord? Why me? But after spending an entire weekend thinking I had herpes, I found out I had dick shingles, and I was like, God is good.